This is a road rant. I'm just making a video, sort of a response to some of the stuff that Love Dorsey was talking about, but she was directing it towards women. And I'm talking more towards men in relationships. Here's what's going wrong with a lot of men. They are attracted to a girl and they want to sleep with her. All right, fine. But they're so eager to get into bed with somebody that they don't think about what the fuck happens after that. Like, she's still gonna be alive after that. This is a person that you, well, maybe not in hookup culture, but if you're really, trying to do a relationship, this is somebody that you're gonna have to deal with. So you gotta ask yourself, do you really want to deal with this person? And make no mistake about it. Once you sleep with somebody, you've decided that you want to deal with that person. You physically decided. Because if not, you're an asshole. Just to be straight up. But once you get into a relationship, you got to start looking at her like, what is she doing for you other than that? Because here's the thing. More than half the people in the world are women. So there's plenty of people who can give you the physical feeling that you're getting from this person. But the question I beg is, what else? Because if it's just sex, you're gonna fall apart. As you should. It's as you should. It's one of your human needs. There's no way you're gonna get by and be happy and thrive in this world when you're meeting one of your needs in a relationship. It's not okay. So what is she doing for you? I'm asking, does she fill in your gaps? We have gaps, man. We have gaps. We have gaps in our mind. We have gaps in our bank account. We have gaps in our psychology. We got gaps in our soul. We got gaps because, especially if you're a black man or a man of color, you got gaps because you walk around in a place that ain't even safe. So I ask you this. Is she filling in your gaps? Like, you're so quick to fill in her gaps. Like, you bend over backwards and drain your bank account to fill in her gaps out of lust. But is she filling in your gaps? When you're tired, is she somebody that will, let you ration your energy? When you just say, look, I can't do this, is she willing to be like, okay, let me know when you're all right? Or is she willing to be like, never mind that, what about me? Is she filling in your gaps? When you have an idea, does she contribute ideas? For example, let's say you had a business plan and you have goals and dreams, which you should have. If you don't have goals and dreams, then that's a problem. But you should have goals and dreams. So no matter at what stage of life you're at, you should still have goals and dreams. I don't care how much you accomplish. So when you tell your woman your goals and dreams, number one, does she listen? Number two, does she contribute ideas? You know, for example, does she give you ideas about how you can do the same thing but do it differently to make it easier? Maybe you want to open some sort of physical store, you know, and maybe the cost of brick and mortar is just overwhelming. You know, would she be like, hey, why don't we just do a mobile version? Why don't we do it on some food truck shit? Like, does she join you in your dream, or is she uninterested because it's not directly about her? Here's a true test. If you got goals and dreams and you scared to tell your woman about your goals and dreams, you need to break up with her right now. Because in order to live your dream, in order to accomplish that which you're holding in your mind, it is going to take a tremendous amount of energy. It's going to take a tremendous amount of time, effort, and work. That means some of that energy, effort, time is going to come away from her. Or at least it's going to come away from the relationship itself. So if she's not on board, if she's not supportive, saying, you know what, baby, that's a good idea. What do you need me to do? Maybe you don't have to hire somebody for that part. Maybe I can do that job. Pay me. Put me on the payroll. If you don't have that, you're wasting your motherfucking time. In this era, especially right now, in this era of technological revolution, you need to be building passive income for yourself. You need to be entrepreneurial. You need to develop a skill set that allows other people to pay you, and you need to develop a skill set that allows you to pay yourself. In other words, you need to be good at two things. You need to be good at something other people will pay you to do, and you need to be good at something that you can do to get yourself paid. That's the entrepreneurial side. And if you're in a relationship and you can't talk about your goals and dreams and exercise your ideas and collaborate with the person that you lay next to, get the fuck out of there right now. And the same advice goes to women. If you got goals and dreams, and you should have relationship goals, obviously, but you should also have goals and dreams of your own that your man can support. So the same litmus test goes both ways. If you're laying in bed, this is to women. If you're laying in bed with your man and you get an idea for, something you want to build or something you want to do, entrepreneurial or personal development or whatever, so anything you want to develop, and you can't wake him up and be like, hey babe, check out this idea. If he's like, oh, not right now, then you need to just leave. You need to be in a situation where you sleeping, you get a dream, you get an idea, you wake up at 2 a.m. You need to be able to wake up your man or your woman and be like, babe, check this out. This is what I think we should do. This is how I think we should turn the business. This is an opportunity out there in the market that nobody's dealing, that no one's taking advantage of. Give me something to write with. I gotta write this shit down before I forget. And they need to not only wake up, they need to wake up excited. They need to wake up excited. Even if they don't like the idea, criticize later. Be glad that your mate is an idea person. Be glad that they're inspired, that they're motivated, that they got something that is so soul-filling that they will break their slumber to express it. And be thankful for the fact that they want to tell you. So that's really it. This is just going to be a super short rant, a little road rant. And again, we're really just talking to the man. I know you want to fill in her gaps, but is she filling in your gaps?